Hey guys, welcome to this awesome video. In this video, we reacted to the worst moms of all time. Yep, let's get into this.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at the 10 worst mums of all time. Mums are great. They play a massive role in raising us from kids to adults. But it seems that some mums just aren't up to the job. Get ready for your jaw to drop when you find out what these mothers have done. But first, be sure to subscribe, and why not press the bell icon too. Coming in at number 10, we have Sarah Burge. Nowadays, kids are encouraged by their parents to be themselves. While body shaming your own children used to be normal in the 1950s, especially for girls, this is now totally unacceptable in society. Well, it appears that one 55-year-old mom from London named Sarah Burge didn't get the memo. She's a former Playboy model who's undergone over 300 plastic surgeries, spending around $3 million. However, in 2015, she hit the headlines when she bought her 10-year-old daughter a birthday gift. The gift was a $7,000 gift card for plastic surgery. I didn't even know they had gift cards for that. In 2015, Sarah was also featured on the TV show Botched, where she was called surgery obsessed and a human Barbie. She says she wants her daughter to get chest implants, butt implants, liposuction, and fat transfers. Yeah, I bet that's a real boost of confidence for her daughter, Poppy. On the show Botched, Sarah actually bought Poppy to a famous LA surgeon named Dr. Nassif. However, he said there's no way he would give plastic surgery to Poppy as she's only 10, and said that Sarah has way too many facelifts herself. Next up is Hope Askew. Isn't it frustrating when you can't seem to pronounce a word? It even happens to me sometimes when narrating these videos. Well, in 2011, one mum from Houston, Texas was teaching her daughter to read. However, she kept messing up on some of the words, as she's only 10. At the time, the 42-year-old mom was ironing, but then suddenly, as her daughter kept failing to pronounce a word, Hope burnt her with the iron. She put the iron up to her face twice, which is of course terrible, and afterwards she told her daughter to finish reading the book and didn't take her to the hospital. And to top it all off, she even made her go to school the very next day. However, this is what ended up getting her caught. The school nurse asked her daughter what happened the next day. Her daughter actually covered for Hope, saying that she accidentally hit a hot pan. However, the nurse didn't buy it and called 911. When questioned about it, Hope said she'd got upset after her daughter kept not being able to read a word correctly in a book. And that definitely makes Hope Askew one of the worst mums of all time.
Yeah.
Next up is Kerry Campbell. So we've already seen Sarah Burge, who tried to give her...
Oh yeah, buddy, you like my haircut? Huh? Hope you guys can see, but I can't see my face cam right now because, yeah. Yeah. Like it. Okay. Sorry.
10-year-old daughter plastic surgery, but was denied. Well, it seems another British mother hooked on looking good simply couldn't wait. Kerry Campbell is a mum from the UK who often takes her daughter Brittany to the USA to compete in child beauty pageants. Now that's already questionable as it is, but how does she ensure that her daughter always has the best chance of winning? Well, she injects her with Botox, despite her only being 11 years old. She actually showed ABC News what she does before each pageant. Not only does she apply Botox, she also waxes her daughter's legs despite her not being old enough to have hair on her legs. Of course, her daughter Brittany can't really like doing all this stuff. But don't worry, as this story has a silver lining to it. After the ABC News feature, the cops got involved and removed Brittany from her mom. I just hope Brittany is now in a much safer and less Botox-filled environment.
Yeah.
Next up is Kai Yang. This one is coming out of California and involves a 34-year-old mom named Kai Yang. One day, Kai's 2-month-old daughter passed away after she left her in a microwave for as long as 5 minutes. She was arrested but insisted she had a seizure, and during the seizure, she'd put her daughter into the microwave. However, cops didn't buy this, as Kai originally said she didn't know what happened to her baby. The baby was called Mirabel Tarlow, and while a jury did find that Kai does suffer from epilepsy, she did not have a seizure at the time of doing this. The lawyer said that Kai was a gentlewoman who didn't know what she was doing. But despite that, and her having no criminal history, she was sentenced to 26 years to life in a California prison. And to top it all off, she actually has 3 other children, but those sons will be living with her family while the mum is behind bars. Do you believe Kai's seizure story or not? Next up is Tabitha Bennett. One of the worst things a mom could find out is that their daughter is being bullied at school. You want your kid to feel happy and safe at all times, and will do anything in order to achieve this. There are lots of great ways to stop bullying as a parent, like talking to the bully's parents or to the school. But one 33-year-old mom from Florida used a very unorthodox method in 2015. She messaged the bully on Facebook to meet her and her daughter in a parking lot. Her daughter and her bully are only 14, but that didn't stop Tabitha from bringing a knife to the party. That's right, she drove to the meeting place and emerged with a knife. This made the 14-year-old bully think she was going to take her life. Luckily, she didn't, but the bully and Tabitha's daughter did get into a little brawl. After that, Tabitha was arrested for trying to arrange a brawl that lasted around 2 minutes. Parents, take note of this as to how not to deal with your child being bullied.
Yeah.
It seems Tabitha just became the bully to the bully rather than actually stopping the problem. That said, I bet no one messes with Tabitha's daughter now.
Yeah, probably.
Next up is Galina Rybkova.
They're
This one is coming
scared.
from Russia. In
The people
2012,
won't
a
have
30-year-old mom named Galina Rybkova had 2 boys, one 4 and one 7, misbehaving. She says she got fed up with them and decided to get rid of them, so she threw them out of her 15th floor apartment. She called her husband, who was away on a business trip, and told him that they'd fallen, but in reality, she'd actually thrown them. Afterwards, CCTV caught her walking out of the apartment to check they'd passed and then calmly walking back in. 2 concerned neighbors who heard the noises of the bullies tried to detain her, but she walked off. And later on, CCTV also captured the police showing up shortly after the incident. When the police arrived at the scene, she looked emotionless as she was led away by the cops. This is truly one of the worst crimes ever to come out of Russia in 2012. Next up is Charlie Wilcox. This mum from Kent, UK was labelled Britain's dumbest mum in 2011. She hit the headlines when she appeared on BBC Three's Misbehaving Mums to Be. The show was about the most irresponsible parents to be in Britain. You see, Charlie smoked 15 to 20 cigarettes per day while pregnant. When you're pregnant, you're not supposed to smoke at all, let alone a pack a day. She smoked over 3,500 cigarettes in total while pregnant and stupidly said this would make her baby stronger. This, of course, was not the case, as she was born 10 days early and weighed a pound less than the national average. Her carbon dioxide levels were 6 times as high as they should be. After she was on the show, the press followed her everywhere, but she didn't care and happily smoked while pregnant in front of them. You're also not supposed to drink while pregnant too, but if she was smoking, I really wonder if she drank as well. Let's just hope her
Probably.
baby grows up to see how irresponsible her mum is and doesn't repeat her mistakes. Next up is iBaby. We all like to play video games, but one South Korean mum took this too far and became addicted to video games. She would spend 12 hours a day at an internet cafe playing the online role-playing game Prius Online. She became obsessed after losing her job and lost the will to live. She then simply wanted to escape from reality by getting sucked into the game. The 25-year-old mum even had her own baby in the game called Anima. However, she also had her own real-life baby at home. It was only fed once a day as she was out playing Prius Online for 12 hours a day. So the baby passed away and she didn't even realize for a long time after it happened. She was arrested after not feeding her baby and causing it to pass. When police found her, her online baby Anima was fine, but of course her real child was not, so she was arrested. And the scariest part about this story is that there are many more cases of this happening right now in South Korea. Next up is Brittany Hill. This one happened in 2012 and is coming out of Texas, USA. One day, a 26-year-old mother named Brittany Hill needed money, but instead of trying to find work like a normal person, she decided to try and sell her 4-month-old baby in the classified ad section of her local paper. The paper must not have checked the ad as it was actually printed. One woman then considered buying the child, but then came to her senses and decided to call the cops instead. The ad listed the baby boy for $4,000, and the woman who reported it to the police came very close to buying it before getting cold feet. When police arrived at Brittany's apartment complex, they found the baby alone in his crib, while Hill was nowhere to be seen. When she got back, the cops were waiting and arrested her, not only for trying to sell her kid, but for leaving it on its own too. Her neighbor said she was always alone and seemed odd, but I think odd is an understatement for trying to sell off your own baby. Next up on the list is Amanda E. Lewis. One day in 2007, Amanda E. Lewis was with her 2 children, AJ, who was 6, and Adriana, who was 7. However, one day, Adriana drowned in the pool. It was very sad at first, but then police noticed something odd. After talking to AJ, they suspected Amanda was covering it up and told AJ to lie as well. It came down to a courtroom situation where AJ had to give a testimony of what happened. He was in tears when he finally revealed what happened on that summer day. He said, quote, "Mama dunked Adriana, and that's how she passed." Everyone was shocked and some were even crying as the young boy had just changed the case in a massive way. Amanda was put behind bars for life, even though she said that AJ was lying. But would a 7-year-old really lie and be able to act this well? I doubt it, and I think Amanda did it. What do you think? This is definitely one of the worst crimes on this list, which definitely makes Amanda one of the worst mothers. But it's pretty amazing that AJ was able to overcome his fears and stand up to his mom in court. Recently, Amanda actually appeared on TV on a Piers Morgan documentary. In it, it revealed that she did what she did because Adriana was being naughty. After the show went out, many said that she had some kind of clear mental health issues. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it must have been very bad in order for her to drown her own daughter. One thing's for sure, Amanda is one mom who won't be seeing the outside of a jail cell for a very, very long time.
My mother.
Now you recognize your mother?
Yes, sir.
Hey, James. Hey, James.
Yes, sir.
Give me your hand. All right. Here.
Right!
See you later. Okay. I want to show you this photograph here, 1B. Let's just move that one out of the way. 1B. Now, whose red wagon is that? How did that wagon get there?
My mom pulled it all the way.
Check out the poll in the top right corner and vote for the worst.
I'm gonna cry. I am crying. The last one was... Wow. Okay. That would be it for the video. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to like, and I guess I will see you guys on next time. Goodbye.